rhyolites of the middle Patsy Mine layers. Rhyolites and rhyolite ash. But below those are the lower or upper Patsy Mine, the youngest, 15 million years ago. Basaltic andesites or pyrocene andesites. That's the stuff. I guess those are pyrozenes. Let me get that on there. I guess all the blacks are pyrozenes. Pyrozene and olivine. Olivine, pyrozene, andesites. Andesites, and then the rhyolites. So onward into the Patsy Mines. But there's a lot more traffic out here than there was in the last couple of years. Everybody's shooting, getting ready for World War III. Shooting every day. Into the rhyolites. Here's some rocks that are washing down. A lot of quartz. Guess mostly just quartz and a rhyolite. Quartz crystals. Quartz crystals form in liquid water, not in gas. If it was a gas, it would be chalcedony, banded quartz, chalcedony. Yeah, let's go that way. Head up through there. What's this? Now this could be rhyolite ash too. Tuffaceous sediments. I wouldn't know how to tell. These look more like it could be tuffs. A little pond here. That's pretty cool. Rhyolite, and then that's pretty smooth and hard. That's probably a rhyolite then, rhyolite. But it can be mixed with tuffs, ashes. Let's go. Quite a hill of this stuff, rhyolite. Flows. I guess that was horizontal at one time. It's been tilted up and vaulted down into the rifts. More of that box work. Where the harder rhyolites have remained and the softer tuffs eroded, I guess. Oh, there's getting to be a lot of geodes. See the geode there? Quartz inside a geode. 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 Yeah, this is hills just marbled with geodes. Geodes. They're not very big. But yeah, right through here. Geode country. Let's go. Oh, that's like a... I don't know, it's a quartz, I guess. The layering. Let's go. Yeah, on the way back we'll have to check up on the side of this hill here. I don't know which side, But maybe on that side. I think I wanted to go around and back around on that side of the hill. Leave this area for another day. Let's go that way. Yeah, here comes some pink rhyolite flows. You can see the actual rhyolite lava here. Lava with a lot of quartz, it looks like. Lots of quartz in it, or altered in the quartz. But then back behind here is all the bubbly ash, tuffish ash. It's not a, well, it could be a flow, but it's not a lava, it's a tuff. You can see this stuff was horizontal at one time, this lava flow of rhyolite. Of course, being rhyolite, who knows? It's like silly putty. It just kind of oozes around, doesn't really flow very well. But anyway, if it was horizontal, that's the old dipping down into the Rift Valley of the Colorado River's right over the hill. So there's our, whatever you call it, angle up the angle there. Yeah, we'll have to explore that hill from the other side, I think. Come around that way, go around that. But yeah, we'll continue on up this wash. I think we'll go around the backside of that hill up there. Here's a freshly dug hole. It could be a turtle hole, although it's kind of tall for a turtle hole. If it's not a turtle, I'm not going to get too close. Probably a bobcat. Let's go. That's where we were headed. Let's try to get around the backside of that interesting cliffs up there. Here's some, because it's yellow, I'm thinking it's ash as opposed to rhyolite, but it could just be altered rhyolite. Lots of, looks like quartz carbonates. Interesting veining of that quartz. No iron, no gold. Let's go. Here you can see all that veining in this rhyolite or rhyolite ash. And that veining is, oh, it's just so bull quartzy or quartz carbonate. It could even just be carbonate, but some of the crystals are definitely quartz. Interesting. Veining. Starting to get into some cliffs. Look at the bedrock here. Like lots of bubbles. Yeah, lots of almost geodes filled with quartz. I guess the lava cools and the water comes out of the lava. It finds the bubbles, fills the bubbles with the water, and real quartz crystals grow in the inside. See how that's a real crystal? I don't know what you call real quartz crystals, but it's a crystal. It's not a sugar, a colloid, or a bull quartz. Then you got the banded quartz, colored banded quartz in the gaseous phase. Then I guess the water shows up. So they say, or it could just all be altered. What I know. Almost a pearlite. Almost. Well, it looks like we're coming out back to the hills. We gotta turn around somewhere. We gotta go this way somewhere. Yeah. That would have been more exciting around that direction, it looks like. Okay, I'll just start going up right around the corner. That's uphill. Yeah, let's just start here and work our way towards the bottom of that cliff. I can still see something way up there. Let's get going that way. This whole ledge I'm standing on is, it's either vitrofires, which is a obsidian porphyry like stuff, glass matrix with lava in it, or this could be epidote through alteration. What do you got next to a vent, volcano vent? You've got argillic, and then you've got your phylic. So this is a phylic alteration into, I'm thinking, epidote. Very glassy. Yeah, very glassy stuff. I don't know why it's brown instead of green. But yeah, this whole thing is a alteration, I guess. Let's go. Back to town. Getting some elevation. Let's keep going up these altered siliciously, or what's the other, philic alterations. Interesting. Yeah, this red stuff's coming out of that vein right there. Which doesn't look altered. I don't know. Doesn't look altered to me. I can't see anything. Okay. Yeah, that vein or layer. Let's get over. Yeah, that red dike or that red layer. Don't know which. There's a lot of, if you can see the white veins, the quartz veins in it. And that's dropped out, eroded out here. Lots of quartz. Everywhere's quartz. Yeah, it has that banded quartz and then real quartz. Chalcedony. Let me get it in the shade. There's the edge. Somewhere in there. I thought it was banded quartz. Then comes into sugary quartz, and then the real deal crystals. Up. Somewhere. Liquid versus gaseous. Alkaline versus acidic. liquidy on the surface. Oh. Kind of quartzy. Quartz carbonate. Could be calcite there. Quartz and carbonates. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's Arizona way out there. Windmill City. Squaw Peak. Wonder why. And that banded, that tan buff, that's 15.2 Peach Springs ash. And these ashes are a lot older than that ash. We're getting older, or we're getting younger towards the river. These have all been up tilted, eroded, and then faulted to form these. You can't see them that way. Form these hogbacks. That's where they've tilted up and slid down into the rift, Colorado Rift Valley. Okay. Yeah, we came up that one around the hill. Let's go this way and then try to stay up on top and see what's up here on top. Let's go over there and start. On the way. On our way over there. Here's the trumpet bush. Buckwheat. But Jeff Williams, my favorite gold miner, prospector, gold banner, he says there's gold right there. Right there's gold. If you find that bush. Another gold nuggets everywhere up here. Maybe. Actually, you don't find any gold in these rhyolites up here. They're close to the Pluton where the waters of the deep really oozed up through everything. You look at all the quartz. Well, the quartz, I think that's just all after the fact. Well, everything's after the fact, but you know what I mean. It's after cooling, the waters are moving up through the country rocks, through the lava beds. That water comes up out of the deep rocks when they cool. Yeah, like a west coast subduction zone would have 20%. 20% of that subduction is water, and the rocks and water sucked down with it. And it all comes back up in these volcanoes sooner or later. There's a clay marker. Here's where a bighorn probably lays down, or a coyote. Doesn't look like a lot of use. Let's check out the clay marker. Clay marker. By the way, if you're a rookie out here in the hills, you see a nice cool spot to sit down like that where the animals have, and you're just asking for ticks. Even crawling anywhere near in the soils where those goats are is asking for ticks, or rabbits. Rabbits are covered with ticks. Jackrabbits. We got a little patio. I doubt this was a mineral, well, it's a mineral claim, but it's probably not a valuable ore claim like a base metal or gold and silver. Probably something to do with this pearlite or something, maybe. Yeah, there's not a lot of metal. Ooh, that's all vitrifire. It's a the black right there. What we got here? Scrub oak. But that's all that Epidote or vitrifire. I'm going with Epidote. And that's black. There's kind of green. Look at that quartz vein through it. Another quartz vein. Quartz veins. What's over here? If I can get up there. Nothing. Just don't go wobbly. Beginning of the Grand Canyon way out there, that flat Grand Wash Cliffs. And these hogbacks, one after the other. Okay, let's just get back down here and go right along the, stay right along here. Back to the car. That's cool. Let's go. Another claim marker. Claim marker. Saw it out there somewhere. Where the heck did it go? There. I might have some info on it. Heading up there. Here's a little ground squirrel colony, like prairie dogs, only chipmunks, ground squirrels. They got their little trails going, zillion holes. Another trail, zillion holes. And if you walk anywhere near there, you're gonna fall into your kneecap. So let's get around. Oop, I just did. There's a turtle hole. Some kind of hole. Oh, back into these darn squirrels. Let's go. Here's where we came up out at that mountain, came along the top here. Probably, what's that in Arizona? Cerbats. No snow. Arizona. And then we're on these hogbacks. If you look, these have all gone this way. They've been tilted about 30 degrees downward from the horizontal. This way, 50, 30, all into the Colorado River rift. Extensional, basin and range. What started it all was in the Cretaceous, they had the subduction of the Fallon Plate, brought down all the magma and water, and it came up during the start of the Miocene and made all these volcanoes. Only this is mid-Miocene here. Farther north it would be earlier. And it worked its way this way or that way, I'm not sure. But yeah, this was all the oldest volcanics are that way. All that out there is 17 million, the middle 16, and then you eventually get over to the 15.2 of the Peach Springs Tuff. So these are all layered this way, rifted down at an angle, then had their tops cut off And then they started fractioning with more extension. They started falling off like well, you start with a stack of books this way on a shelf. You tilt them until there and erode them so they're all level. And then they start sliding along the bookshelf if you tilt the bookshelf into the Rift Valley. That's where you get these hogbacks. That was a layer, that was a layer, layers. Since we're looking that way, here's the orientation. 15 million years ago, you had magma and volcanoes. You got the layers, old, young, and they were tilted and eroded off level. When am I even getting this? Yeah, it started with volcanoes, made the layers. Then the layers got tilted and leveled off with erosion so that the old was right level with the youngest. And then they started, the Pluton tilted them. Then the Pluton, well, everything became hard like a bookshelf. And these books, being tilted, started sliding down into the Rift Valley. At least that's what I'm saying. We've got the car somewhere. I think it's right there. Let's take this. This looks a little more interesting. Yeah, there's our road. So it's just right down there somewhere. Let's go along the top here. After further review, I'll end up the road. If I stay right along here, get back down right, there's where the car is. Let me just head right straight for the car along this hillside. Let's go. Heading down. Here's a animal shelter. Luckily it's not inhabited. Yeah, it looks like the bighorns are in here. Man, it looks like a pyroclastic flow. Sleeping pyroclastic flows. Yeah, I just left up there where I was sitting down showing the cartoon, and I came right down along here. Now this hill here, it's just covered in geodes. See, it's a lava gas bubble, then the hollow gets filled with quartz. And they're just all over here. See there? I just stepped on them right here, so that probably get more as we go this way. There's a geode. Find some broken ones. Here's the matrix they're in. Geodes, bubbly, lava, rhyolite, epidote, everything in one little rock. Lots of quartz from inside them. Banding from the gases and then it liquefies into the actual quartz crystals. Maybe. Is this a piece of cinnabar near a hot spring vent? Probably mercury. I don't know, maybe just got a little iron staining. Well, it's more than staining. Cinnabar. Maybe. Here's some background. You can see how it's all bubbly. Well, kind of cool. But it's just a bubbly mass. And as it's weathering, nothing but round rocks here. See this? Nothing but rocks, or bubbles. Where's all this? Nothing but bubbles. Nothing exciting looking, but sure a lot of them. Okay, where's the car? Let's get down. Here's where a turtle met his end. Probably a scorpion. I'm gonna meet my end. There's one of his shells. Some more. Okay, the car's right down the hill. You can see right here where one layer of the bookshelf slid off of the rhyolites here, and this is back into those andesites. And there's no bubbles in andesites, so all those geodes and bubbles are in the rhyolites. Because it's thick and gooey and pasty and full of gas, I guess. Basalts can be full of gas. I don't know why. Andesite's never full of gas, I guess. But right here's the bookshelf, the book. Book 1, book 2. Rhyolite basalt, or andesites anyway. Pyrazine andesites. But right here's where they meet. And this would be a fault, so these could be the fluids traversing up a fault, causing the oxidations into the red, I guess. Yeah, that would have a lot of pyrazine and olivine. It could be rusted in the waters here. Oxidized. And then bleached or oxidized. Should have went up and around. Chalky. Altered. I bet those are the, yeah, we're still in the andesites. So they got bleached out and altered. Now we're back to the car somewhere. Yeah, see this basalt flow was creeping along on the edge right here, about 1 mile an hour. Let's go. There she blows.